Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another episode of your Nashville Predators franchise mode. In the words of my parents, I'm a disappointment. Um, I know I let you guys down. I did not upload the past 2 days. I'm really sorry about that, guys. It's been a really hectic schedule. I'm currently in the middle of a snowstorm, and I know this is going to sound really weird. I have never done classes on Zoom. When COVID originally hit, I was a senior, and all of my classes just got told, "Yeah, don't worry about it. You're good. You're good." The year after that, all of my classes were already online, so I didn't have to take Zoom classes for them. But this year, I have in-person ones, and now I'm having to do Zoom meetings, having to figure all of that out. That's kind of difficult for me. I am, we're gonna say technologically challenged. That feels like the proper way to say it. You guys should know. You've seen my editing, so let's be honest with ourselves. You guys probably already knew that. But anyway, it's not an excuse, but it's like I just want you guys to know why I wasn't here. I'm not saying that that's any excuse. I should have probably still uploaded, but that's where I was at. Um, but in other words, in other news, I've disappointed you again. Yeah, I know, just full of disappointments. Yeah, next thing you know, my viewers are gonna start sounding like my parents. But yeah, so this is the wrong screen. This is not the one that I wanted to go to. When I was doing this, right, I pride myself on being able to plan ahead and roster building ahead. And I didn't do a great job of that. I did not. Because if you look, Lambert's got to come back. Clark's got to come back. Lucci's got to come back. Savoir got to come back. Domi, probably not. For that price? For that? Yeah. You can come back for that. Poulin, probably not coming back. Duchesne, we'll come back to you. Logan Cooley, that's a tough one. Yeah, but like I didn't do a great job of planning out the amount of cap space that we were gonna need. And because of that, we have 3 trades to make right off the bat here to help alleviate that cap and get us into a better situation. But before we do that, I want to go ahead and there's 2 contracts that we're going to offer. Okay, the first one is going to be to the single one of our big 4 here that wants to resign, and that is Matthew Savoir. 4 years. Okay, here let's look at the roster again. So 4 years. The only guy that we have extended out past this is Jake Sanderson, right? This is Jake Sanderson, right? Yeah, Jake Sanderson. And Jake Sanderson has 5 years left on his contract. Savoie has 1. So if we extend him to 4 years, that lines him up with Sanderson, which is the new, I don't want to say the new window, because this year is kind of the end of a window, but it's like the start of the next window. Or not even the start of the next window, because we have this 3-year window that's pretty huge with the amount of contracts that we're getting paid. Or is it 3? I think it's 3. Yeah, it's 3. So 3-year window, but this is kind of like the core window. I don't know how to explain it. Like, yeah, it's a core thing. It's a thing about keeping a core together. So with this in mind, we're actually, let me pull up my phone here and let's get this thing figured out. 4.6 times 0.85. Yeah, so it looks like we're going to be paying him 4 years at $4 million, which is beautiful. It's a great price for a second line center. And it'll honestly allow us to keep Kunin even like potentially past his 2 years here, which would be huge. The other one is going to be Brad Lambert. We have to sign him, okay? Mostly because I believe that 8 years at 13 million, if he'll sign this contract, I don't think that's a terrible deal. You know, we're looking at Lambert, and he's he is an elite center. He is. 13 million obviously is kind of high, but you're signing him for long term, so you're not ever going to have to worry about him getting into that 14, $15 million range. And I think it's worth it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do that. Lambert is the longest tenured player on this team for the future. Okay. We're going to look to get Clark either on an 8-year or on a 4-year. Those are his 2 options. And the same thing for Lucic. But obviously, we're not going to have enough cap space for all of that to be done. Or at least we probably won't. I'm fairly certain we wouldn't. So we're going to make some trades to be able to take care of things. But with those trades in mind, there's some things that we're going to have to go ahead and do right now. So just to be safe, right? I need to call up somebody from the AHL so that I don't have to edit lines again. Okay, can I get there, please? Good lord. The menu speed is so slow for no apparent reason. Like, I'm offline. What do you like? What else do you want out of me? You know? We'll bring up. I know Angle. Yeah, Angle isn't playing. Well, hang on. Let's just do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, no, they're all playing. So forwards. He's playing. Dugan, I know, isn't playing. Perfect. Dugan, welcome. You're only going to be here for a short while, but you know what? Hopefully you have a good time while you're here. So we're going to have to edit some lines here. There's a couple guys that have to go. They have to go pronto. I don't know why I only grabbed one. Good lord. Okay, let's go down here, though. AHL, who else is scratched? Angle and Parsons. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to have to do at least once here. We're going to go ahead. We're going to move all... Well, no, we don't have to lose Roulette. But I do want to do this. Foulette, okay, Edgar Oliver is going to get a chance there on this line to be able to prove himself, and hopefully it works out for us. I hope it does. But yeah, no, I'm an idiot. We can bring up Angle. I don't know why I was sitting here freaking out. Angle, please, thank you. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's go to edit lines. Can we go to the NHL, please? NHL, Logan Cooley. You're going to be seeing yourself out, buddy. We'll talk more in detail about him once we get there, but for right now, he's going to be seeing himself out. On defense, we're going to be losing Juuso Valimaki. Big piece. Again, we'll explain more when we get to the trade. So, some things to keep in mind, right? This is entirely cap planning situation. We need to be able to maintain the team. We need to be able to keep them together. So the first trade that we're going to do is going to be with the Carolina Hurricanes, which works out. They're in the East. We're not going to have to worry about this. You know, and if I'm looking at their roster, okay, we're going to want an NHL quality player, right? And there's a few. There's definitely a few. You know, but there's some guys that I definitely want more than others. So those two are going to be Joakim Ryder, who's going to play in the AHL, and the big one, Zion Nybeck. So we look at Nybeck, right? He is 23 years old, 82 overall, signed for 3 years. He fits our bottom six. So the ideal spot for him is going to be on that third line. He's going to be replacing, you guessed it, center Logan Cooley, which works out. You know, Logan Cooley's 21, 80 overall, high top six, but they have to re-sign him. If he becomes something, he's in the Eastern Conference. We don't have to worry about it. If he doesn't, then guess what? We got Joakim Ryder, who could become something, and Zion Nybeck, who's going to work for the next, 3 years as a third line forward for us. And if we get somebody better than him that outgrows him, I have no problem playing him on the fourth. So I see this as nothing but a win. So we're just going to go ahead and do it, and it's a done deal. Cool. So the next team that we're going to go to, it's going to be Columbus. Columbus. So something I was looking at is that when it comes to our forward core, we don't have a great fourth line chemistry. Our chemistry for that line is quite awful. But with that in mind, how could we improve that? We could find somebody who fits. And there he is, Alexander Texier, 1 year, so it's not going to affect the next year's re-signing stage. 26 years old, 82 overall. He's going to work there, I believe, correct? Let me just double check. Yeah, fourth line, sounds good to me. Penalty killer, love to see it. And for him, you're gonna freak out. It's gonna be Valimaki, right? But we're getting more back. Everybody, just take a deep breath, real quick. Okay, we're not just doing this straight up. I promise. We're gonna second, and we're gonna get this third, and we're gonna see if we can get this fourth. I don't know that we can, but we can. Cool. There we go. So. And now you guys are probably like, oh, but we have a big hole on defense now. What are we going to do about defense? Calm your tatas. All right, we're going to Seattle for the final trade that we're going to make here. And it's going to be a defenseman. And I don't know if you guys can see him already. Probably not. We're going to sort by rating. It's going to be Evans. 1 year left. He's going to be an RFA. Okay, low elite. We have his RFA rights, so we can trade him if we need to. Okay. But he's an 85 overall. And that's the main thing. He's good overall. We don't know about his chemistry, but he's solid enough overall to where he isn't going to be. He's not going to be too terrible for us, no matter where we have to put him. 1 year, so he doesn't affect the cap situation for next year, and we still retain his rights if we need to trade him. Which again, that is huge. So for him, I was contemplating a few things, but I think the thing that we're going to give up is we're going to give up next year's third. It's not going to be enough, is it? Not quite. So what if we were to give up maybe a rookie skater here? Let's see. Who do we have that I would be willing to give up here? What if I would give up him and like Dominique? Could I even take my third back? Could I do that? Rejected. Oh well, I didn't mean to just offer it straight up again. That's kind of a terrible strategy for negotiation. Just, are you sure you didn't like it that time? What about this one? We'll offer a fringe starter goalie. They're not that interested is the real problem, but I don't know that I want to trade them anything they are interested in. So, 2027, I just realized we are decimated at. I would give you a 5th round pick. How about that? And there it is. Okay, just like that, we got an asset that I believe is going to increase, right? And it's going to help us for the now as well. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to edit the lines, we'll put these guys in, we'll show you all what it looks like. So the big one here is going to be, we're going to move Angle out to the side, right? We're going to put Kunin in the middle. And we're going to bring in, oh, they have to be brought up. Well, that's unfortunate. Makes this a lot less climatic. This is very anticlimactic. Jeez. My English today. Evans is obviously going to come up. Nybeck's going to come up. I think the other one's already up here. Yeah, it's 21 skaters, so let's go ahead, let's edit the lines again. Angle, I hate to have to do it to you, man. I really do, but Zion Nybeck is going to take your spot. He's going to give us a +2 on this line, and I really like it. I think it looks good. Down here, we're going to take off Rojo for Alex Texier, which gives us a 0, which I'm more than okay with. Like, honestly, this is fine. A-okay by me. On the defensive side of the puck, I was about to say the ball, but this is hockey. We're going to bring in Riker Evans, who's going to leave us with a +0, which isn't bad. I mean, we could do this, you know. I mean, even if I was, what if I did that? No. Would have to be switching these two. Ugh. You know what? Maybe we do that. Yeah, we're going to do that because the way I look at this, he's 27, Dante Fabro is. We know what he is. This is as good as he's going to get. Roman Josi is the same way. We know what he is. But Evans and Anderson are getting better, you know. And with ice time, hopefully they are able to increase to a point where they're both really good for us. So now we're going to look at the special teams real quick just to be safe. +3, +5, yep. But the penalty kill. So Nybeck does not work. We're going to grab, but Texier, does he work? He does. Let's go. Okay, we're going to flip those two. Sanderson and Wall. Wall doesn't work great. Riker Evans does not fit. What about Josi? Oh, there he was. Josi. Josi is okay. What if I bring in Seamus Casey? He fits perfect. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted to see. Why does that do that? It just takes down the one that's not even worth it then. Cool, so that's what the penalty kill is going to look like. Wait, can he take faceoffs? I assume Javon Clark can, but I just want to make sure. Yep, 83, cool. Nybeck does not need to be here. We're going to bring up Kunin, and this is going to be Clark, Javon Clark. Evans doesn't need to be here either. We're going to bring in Seamus Casey. Yeah, we're going to flip these two, though. So, okay, we'll get zeros. That's fine by me. Extras, you all already know what most of the stuff is. We are going to send down Dugan and Angle. Ryan Johansson is going to stay up. And then now that we're 14 minutes into the episode, we're actually going to get some simulation done. Did not mean to do that in the slightest. Angle and Dugan. Edit NHL lines. God, he is everywhere, isn't he? Come on. Come on, get there. Brad Lambert. Okay, AHL. Nothing really is going to change, except I am going to look to take Luff out for Joachim Ryder, who works fairly well there. Still maintains a +1 between Oscar Voulette, Edgar Oliver, and Joachim Ryder. So I'm really happy with how this is all looking. This is looking really good to me. On defense, it's a bunch of zeros, but it's more about just not killing chemistry back there. In goal, I want Moroza starting. Yeah, I definitely want Moroza starting. Cool. So that's what we're going to run with into the season, and I think it's going to be solid for us, Let's see how it goes. While we're taking this time to do this, I'd like to go ahead and let you guys know, please subscribe. It makes the channel do better. It motivates me to make more content like this. It tells me that you guys want to see this type of stuff, and I would really appreciate it. It's free. Domi renews, sweet. Savoir renews, and Lambert renews, sweet. So we got the big ones. Perfect. So let's just breeze through the preseason and just start flying into the year. All right, I'm looking for this team to go like 25-4. Not actually. We're probably gonna go like 10-10 now that I'm saying this. But you gotta hope, You gotta hope. So let's see here. Nope. We start off hot. Love to see it. And I know I said that this week was going to be the week that I announce a bunch of stuff that's going to be changing. Unfortunately, it's not. I'm still working on getting all that stuff together. It's taking me a bit longer than I really wanted it to. But I do promise something cool is going to be coming. It might be later this week. It might be next week. I'm not really sure yet. As I say, this is probably going to be released on a Saturday. So it'll probably be, if I release it later this week, it's going to be sometime after Wednesday. Other than that, look for it the following Monday, if that makes sense. So like we're going 11-1, so I'm just not even going to address that because that's work for me for this part. Then I start talking about it and we lose. Cool. So let me just pull up my calendar here and see exactly what day that is. So look forward at the 14th at the latest. But I'm going to try to have all that stuff together by the 9th. It's really the goal for me. As we are off to a flying start, 14-1-1. Can you imagine what Brad Lambert wants right now? Can you just imagine what that man wants in a contract? Jesus Christ, don't start. Don't do this. Caught a little bit of a losing streak here. I don't want to continue it, please. And we do. Come on. Turn it around against Calgary. Come on. Good. There we go. Now we just got to continue this hot streak. That's not what I meant. Wrong. You're thinking of the wrong streak there. There we go. Okay, we get another win. That's good. There we go. Starting to put it together a little bit. Put it back together, I guess, because we had it together. But yeah, this is really, this is so satisfying. This is so satisfying. Smashville finally playing like they should. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? It's just glorious. Oh, and I say that and we lose. That would be my jinx, wouldn't it? But to Chicago? Come on. And the Jets. Oh, we can't be doing that. We can't be dropping divisional points. We're 4th in our division. Oh my God, because we've gone on a losing streak, a long one. 5 games. 6 games? 5 games. 6, 7. Jesus Christ, we ended that so poorly. Oh, Lord. Okay. Well, that's really, really depressing. Lambert with 33 points, which is solid, but not point per game, which is the goal, at least point per game. We are paying you $13 million starting next year, so you better pick it up, dude. 19 goals for Clark. He's doing exactly what we want him to do, doing incredibly well. Forsberg with 31. Just like Clark, he's doing good for the second line. Tomasino with 26. Lucic, again, a little bit down there on points, but the goal total brings it back up to where I'm not upset. Savoir, doing well. He's doing the exact same thing as Lambert, but for the second line. Sanderson with 23, Kunin with 22, Yossi with 16. Okay. How's the goaltending looking? Oy. Askarov, I'm going to need you to wake up. I'm going to have to politely ask you to remove your head from your anus and play better. We'll take a look at the contracts, and then we're probably going to call this an episode. So nothing has changed there. That's okay. Riker Evans wants a contract extension. That's very doable. Extremely doable. Clark, what are you looking for in a contract extension? 4 years is kind of ideal. Well, it's tempting because like 4 years, yes, it puts him there, but like 3 years gives us the RFA rights still to where we can talk about it again. All right, let's think about this logically, right? 3 years, I'm probably gonna have to pay him 11 mil, right? So you take that out, we'll round and we'll say that we're at 14.75. So that gives us 3.75 for Lucic, who wants 8, at least, probably 9, for being honest. 8.75. So that's a solid 5 million that we just don't have. Not good. Not good at all. Texier, yeah, I'll sign you to a two-way deal. That's fine by me. Duchesne, you want a two-way deal? Nope, not yet. Okay. Merkley, two-way deal. Two-way deal. Johansson, two-way deal. Not signing you. Not signing you to that. Don't know how to pronounce your name. Two-way deal. Dugan, two-way deal. Cool. Novak. Cool. Ollie. Allard. I'm not sure how to say that, if I'm being perfectly honest. Angle. Cool. And Mickey. There we go. In goal. Scott doesn't want one, but that's fine. Parsons is going to be our AHL goalie, so bam. All right, we're going to simulate just a couple days, get these guys signed, and then we will call it. Yeah, so see if we could potentially get a win here against Chicago in the process. Let's see. Got Texier, got Novak, Dugan, Allard, Oliver, McCarron, Merkley, Parsons, the guy I can't pronounce, Angle. Got them all. Perfect. And an L. Of course we got another L. Because we're catching nothing but L's right now. Anyways, if you guys made it to this point, please do me a favor. Like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the fun YouTube stuff. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace out and goodbye.